All right, let's talk about a huge security upgrade that, honestly, every single organization needs to have on its radar right now. We're diving into what it means to get ready for a post-quantum world. So, let me start with a question for you. And it's going to sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but I promise you it's not. Is your data, your most sensitive data, actually safe from a computer that hasn't even been built yet? And the scary thing is, the answer is probably no. See, there's this strategy called harvest now, decrypt later. And it's exactly what it sounds like. Bad actors are siphoning up all sorts of encrypted data today, right now, and they're just stockpiling it. They're waiting because they know that one day they'll have a quantum computer powerful enough to crack it all wide open. That right there, that's what makes this threat so immediate. It's not some far-off problem. So let's get into it. This is the quantum countdown, and we're going to see why the clock is ticking for real. Okay, so what makes these quantum computers so different? Well, it's pretty fascinating. Think about it like this. Your computer, my computer, they all use bits. They're like light switches. They're either on or off, a 1 or a 0. Simple. But quantum computers, they use qubits. And a qubit is like a dimmer switch that can be on, off, and everything in between, all at the same time. It's this wild concept called superposition. And because of it, they can explore a mind-boggling number of possibilities all at once. This makes them absolute beasts at solving one particular kind of problem, the exact kind of math our current encryption is built on. And what's at stake here? I mean, it's huge. We're talking about the encryption standards we all rely on every single day, things like RSA and ECC. These are the digital locks protecting your company's crown jewels, your financial records, even your personal health information. And the bottom line is, they're all vulnerable. They just weren't built to withstand this kind of attack. So, okay, if our current digital shield is about to get shattered, what's the plan? What's our new armor? Let's take a look at the next generation of defense. The answer has a name: post-quantum cryptography, or PQC for short. And this isn't just a minor update, it's a completely new class of algorithms. They're based on totally different, way harder math problems, things like lattice-based cryptography. The kind of problems that are so complex, even a powerful quantum computer would just get stuck.
But there's a catch, right? This new armor, it's heavier. PQC means you've got larger keys, you need more processing power to run the encryption, and your data packets on the network get bigger. If you're not careful, if you don't monitor it, yeah, it could slow things down. It's a classic security versus performance balancing act.
And this leads to a really key idea. The goal isn't just to pick one new shield and stick with it forever. The real game changer is being able to swap out your defenses on the fly. That ability is called crypto agility. It's a strategy, a capability to switch algorithms without having to, shut everything down for maintenance. And when you compare the old way to this new way, wow, the difference is night and day. The old rip and replace approach, it's totally reactive. You wait for something to break, then you suffer through weeks, maybe months of downtime and sky-high costs. But a crypto-agile approach, it's proactive, it's seamless, it's a much smarter long-term investment. You're building something that's alive and adaptive, not just a brittle, static wall. All right, so this all sounds great, but how do you get there? How do you become agile? Well, the first mission is reconnaissance. You have to figure out what you're dealing with. You need to map out your crypto debt. Crypto debt. It's a great term. Think of it like financial debt, but for your security. It's all the old, weak, maybe even hard-coded bits of encryption that have piled up in your systems over the years. It's this hidden liability that's weighing you down, making it impossible to move fast and stay secure. And this stuff is hiding everywhere. Seriously. We're talking about old TLS versions running on servers, weak encryption being used by some forgotten internal app, ancient code libraries that haven't been touched in years, and my favorite, hard-coded keys that some developer put in a decade ago as a temporary fix. Every single one is a landmine just waiting to go off. So where do you even start looking for all this? Okay, here's a straightforward 3-step plan. Step 1, discover and map. You gotta run tools to find everything on your network and see what kind of encryption it's using. Step 2, establish baselines. You need to know how your systems perform before you change anything. And step 3, identify the vulnerabilities. Use scanners to pinpoint exactly where you're using those old, risky protocols. You can't fix what you don't know you have. Okay, so once you've done your recon and you've got the map of the battlefield, it's time to build your defenses. Let's talk about what it actually takes to build a quantum-ready future. And look, you don't have to flip a switch and change everything at once. That's not realistic. The smart play here is a hybrid approach. For a while, you'll actually run both. You'll use your classic encryption, like RSA, right alongside a new PQC algorithm. This gives you the best of both worlds. You're protected against today's attacks, and you're ready for the quantum future, all through the transition. And this whole process, it's not meant to be a massive manual effort. A truly crypto-agile setup is a continuous automated loop. Just picture it. You have a tool like Tenable, constantly scanning, hunting for any weak spots in your crypto. The second it finds something, a tool like GitLab can automatically push the fix right into your development pipeline. And the whole time, something like What's Up Gold is keeping an eye on everything, making sure performance is solid and you're staying compliant. It's not just a set of tools. It's a living, breathing defense system that adapts. And the benefits of doing this? They are massive. You shrink your window of risk down to almost nothing. You can roll out critical security updates with zero downtime. You get security that scales across all your environments, cloud, on-prem, you name it. And maybe most importantly, you're future-proofing. You're building an architecture that can handle the next big threat without another giant overhaul. So, if you're a leader, what's the big takeaway here? It's this. Your security investment needs to be in adaptability, not just higher walls. You need to integrate your tools so they work together as a system. And you absolutely have to start preparing for the quantum threat now. Kicking this can down the road is just not a strategy anymore. And that really brings us to the core philosophy behind all of this, which I think is summed up perfectly here. Modern resilience is about adaptability, not invulnerability. It's not about being untouchable. It's about being able to pivot and adapt the instant a new threat emerges. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. The quantum era is coming. That's a certainty. The only real question is, when it gets here, is your security posture going to be an asset that helps you innovate and move forward? Or is it going to be a massive liability, a debt that holds your entire organization back?